Zari, the boss lady versus the taxman. In the glittering world of luxury cars, designer heels, and champagne toasts, few names commanded attention like Zari Hassan, known to millions simply as the boss lady. Her empire stretched across countries and industries. Real estate deals whispered in boardrooms, fashion ventures sparkling under runway lights, and reality TV fame that turned her life into spectacle. But even queens of luxury eventually meet the one adversary who does not care about fame, followers, or fortune: the taxman. The first letters. It began quietly. Somewhere in the bureaucratic halls of South African Revenue Service, a file thick with numbers carried her name. Auditors flipped through statements, invoices, and declarations. The calculations were cold, precise. When the final tally appeared, it was a number heavy enough to shake even the strongest brand. Our 5 million. Letters were drafted, notices sent, deadlines written in bold. But Zari Hassan had built a life where noise surrounded her fans. Business deals, television cameras, social media storms. Among the noise, the tax notices sat unanswered. The judgment. Then one morning, the quiet bureaucracy became thunder. Inside the Johannesburg High Court, the case was called. There was no dramatic courtroom showdown, no lawyers arguing across polished floors. Instead, there was silence where a defense should have been. Because Zari did not appear, the court issued a default judgment. The numbers were laid out like a ledger of consequences. 3 million rands in unpaid personal income tax, our 2.1 million in accumulated interest, our 190,000 in penalties. Together, they formed a mountain of our 5 million owed to SARS. The taxman had spoken. 10 days. Soon another message arrived. This one carried urgency. Zari had 10 days to respond. If she did not, the machinery of enforcement would begin to move. Sheriffs could attach assets, cars, properties, valuables, and sell them at auction to recover the debt. For someone whose image was built on success, the threat was more than financial. It was symbolic. The boss lady facing the possibility of her empire being priced and sold piece by piece. The empire behind the name. To understand the drama, one must understand the brand she built. Born in Uganda, Zari transformed herself into a cross-border powerhouse. Her businesses touched real estate, fashion, entertainment, and luxury events. She became a fixture in African celebrity culture and reality television. Her confidence became legend. When she walked into a room, she did not introduce herself. Her reputation did the speaking. But success also attracts scrutiny. In recent years, several South African celebrities have found themselves under the sharp eye of tax authorities as SARS. Intensified efforts to recover unpaid taxes. Zari was simply the latest high-profile name in the spotlight. The battle within. Behind the headlines, the situation carried deeper tension. For entrepreneurs like Zari, money flows through complex channels: investments, partnerships, cross-border ventures. Taxes become a labyrinth of filings, declarations, and compliance. One misstep can spiral. Interest grows. Penalties stack. And the taxman never forgets. The unwritten ending. As March 2025 unfolded, the story remained unfinished. Would the boss lady fight the ruling? Would negotiations settle the debt? Or would the auctioneer's hammer fall on pieces of a celebrity empire? Only time would decide. But one truth stood clear: whether billionaire, celebrity, or ordinary citizen, every empire eventually faces the same unrelenting challenger: the taxman. And even the boss lady must answer when he calls.